Good evening, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Today we got something very cool, actually. It's an actual donation. This came from a guy who actually dropped it off and said that it isn't exactly along the lines of the stuff that I do, but maybe it's something I could actually use. Well, anyways, this is a professional in-focus movie projector or video projector. These are really expensive. They're not cheap. When you try to buy these online, they're a couple $100 or more. He bought this for an event. He no longer needed it, and he wanted to donate it to me. He says maybe I can get some use out of it, doing video demonstrations or whatever. And I had a very good idea of what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to use this on Halloween night to project horror movies on my garage. So this is actually something I'm actually going to get to use momentarily, and then maybe I could use it for demonstrations or something else. These are really cool. They are actual digital projectors that you would connect. Like if you look at the side, you can plug in directly a DVD player, and it even has a built-in speaker for audio, so it comes out of the bottom of this thing. So you could crank up the audio as loud as you want it. It's an actual projector, digital projector with audio and all the bells and whistles. This is one of their better models. These are not cheap. They're pretty expensive. Came along with the manuals, all the manuals for it. I mean, this thing doesn't even have a scratch on it. It's unbelievable. I asked him how much he used it. He says he used it, you think, one time, and he didn't even use the cables. He used it for something else. So it's got a brand new serpentine gold-clad cable that came along with it. And I could plug my DVD players, even some of my vintage video equipment, and actually, turn a reel-to-reel video and hit play and project it on the wall just for something that's kind of cool to, see it in wider screen projection, something from 1972 and just project it on the wall. You're huge. That'd be kind of cool to see something like that. But anyways, this is an actual video projector. It's got built-in audio speaker. It's got SVHS input. It's got regular component input. It's got regular composite input. You could plug in anything into this thing. I believe it even has USB or some kind of connection for a USB on this, since everybody is USB fanatics these days. But it has a built-in speaker on both sides. So I think it does have a USB input, like from a phone or something. You can project something off your phone. These are really expensive. I wouldn't normally buy one of these. But since it was an actual gift or a donation, hell yeah, I'll take it. I was actually wanting to mess around with one of these. I was thinking of buying one, but when I saw the price of them, I was like, no, I'm not going to pay that kind of money for just a video projector. But these are kind of cool for like birthday parties in the backyards, maybe if you got kids, or especially in Halloween for projecting horror movies like on your garage while kids come and trick or treat. This is going to be kind of a cool thing to actually use. Well, anyways, he made this. It's brand new. It was only used once. It's a donation. It's an in-focus type of thing. I looked these things up online. They're not cheap. They're $200 and more. They're really expensive. There's a lot of models. They're not cheap models by any sense of the imagination. And in-focus is one of the best models that's made, but they do cost a lot, and it just depends on how much you're going to use it, if it's worth spending that kind of money. Like I said, guys, I always look for donations. If you want to buy video equipment or anything like that, and you think I can use it and you want to donate it, I'll take it. I take donations on equipment, on stuff that I can actually use as well. And this was a real big surprise. The guy came to my door. He knocked on it. He's a huge fan of my YouTube page. He goes, I'm a huge fan of what you do. I want to give this to you. He opened it up and he says, is this something you could use? I'm like, yeah, I could probably figure some way of using this. He goes, I used it once for a business, kind of a business display or something he was doing for business. And he says, I used it once. I have no other use for this. I don't have a family where I can use it as a projector or something like that. So if you're interested in this, you can have it. So he gave it to me. He says, I never used the cable, the serpentine. I never used it. Here's the manuals for it. He gave me the power plug. So this was a very, very good gift, very good donation. I appreciate it. This was a door drop-off, and, this was a real big surprise today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.